Have you ever noticed this strange injustice? Two people pray the same prayers. They fast the same Ramadan. They make the same dua. Yet one slowly rises. Doors open for him. Peace enters his life. His rizq flows. And the other collapses. Debts increase. Anxiety tightens the chest. Blessings disappear without explanation. What if the reason is not your dua, not your effort, but the place where you sleep? Some rooms feel light, peaceful, protected. Others feel heavy, as if hope itself refuses to enter. You lie down, but your heart never rests. You wake up tired, worried, blocked, and you don't know why. What if I told you that every single night, your bedroom becomes a spiritual gate? A place where either angels descend with mercy, or where Shaytan settles quietly, poisoning your future without noise. Right now, across the world, in Africa, Europe, the Middle East, North America, millions of Muslims are suffering sudden poverty, unexplained ruin, constant stress, and blocked rizq. Doctors find nothing. Business plans fail. Dua feels unanswered. But the Quran already warned us, and the Prophet already taught us. Some objects attract barakah, others attract destruction. Tonight, as you sleep, something near you may be negotiating your destiny, silently. And the most dangerous object, the one that destroys families without arguments, without signs. Almost no one suspects it. Watch until the end. Because the last object is the one that destroys families silently. Comment, Allah knows best, if you feel this video was meant for you. Before starting this video, don't forget to like this video, because it gives us a lot of strength to continue sharing beneficial content. And I invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to stay informed of our next publications on the Islamic faith. Share it with your loved ones and leave a comment to tell me what you think. Thank you and good video. Why the bedroom is dangerous spiritually. Sleep in Islam is described as a minor death. Surah Az-Zumar 39:42. A moment when the soul temporarily departs the body. The state of your bedroom at this time profoundly affects the spirit. Angels are drawn to clean, dhikr-filled spaces, while neglected, cluttered, or distracting rooms invite Shaytan to linger. The bedroom is where intentions are formed, hearts rest, and subconscious impressions are made. If the environment is spiritually and physically chaotic, it can silently block blessings, opportunities, and tranquility. In North Africa, 2024, a family constantly struggled with debt despite steady income. They realized their bedroom was full of TVs, images, and phones, distractions that disrupted rest and blocked spiritual presence. After removing these items and introducing dhikr and organization, calm returned gradually and financial clarity followed. The Quran illustrates this principle with the people of the cave, Surah Al-Kahf, whose environment protected their faith and allowed divine intervention. The bedroom can either be a shield or a trap. Your bedroom is either calling angels or inviting poverty. Do you feel peace in your bedroom? Yes or no? Object number 1. Mirrors facing the bed or the door. In Islam, the moment before sleep is not ordinary. It is a moment when the soul weakens, defenses drop, and thoughts become doors. Mirrors amplify those doors. Many scholars explain that mirrors intensify waswas, inner whispers, because they constantly reflect the self, the ego, the image, the comparison. Instead of humility before sleep, The heart remains attached to appearance, fear, and self-judgment. A mirror facing the bed or the door does not allow the soul to rest. It creates distraction, unease, and subtle anxiety, even if you don't consciously feel it. Over time, this restlessness reflects into waking life. Unstable emotions, blocked focus, delayed success. In France, 2023, a Muslim woman suffered severe insomnia for months. Doctors found nothing. Dua felt heavy. One simple change was made. The large mirror facing her bed was removed. Within weeks, her sleep stabilized, her anxiety reduced, and clarity returned. No medicine, just alignment. The Quran gives us a warning through Qarun. He became obsessed with his wealth, his image, his status. Allah reminds us in Surah Al-Qasas that this obsession with self-display led directly to his destruction. When the self is magnified, Barakah disappears. Anything that feeds ego in sleep feeds poverty in waking life. Do you have a mirror facing your bed? Be honest. Object number 2. Television and streaming screens. The bedroom was never meant to be a cinema. It is a place of rest, dua, and vulnerability. Yet today, glowing screens dominate where hearts should soften. Idle images invite Shaytan, because the eyes absorb without filters, especially before sleep. What you watch at night settles deep into the soul. Streaming platforms normalize what Allah warned against: indecency, arrogance, despair, and disobedience. Quietly, repeatedly. Even when you think you are just relaxing, Barakah is being drained, time is lost, intention weakens, and the heart grows numb. A screen left on in the bedroom becomes an open door. In Indonesia, 2024, a Muslim family struggled financially despite stable work. Stress filled their nights. They made one decision. The television was removed from the bedroom. Instead, soft Quran recitation played before sleep. Within months, unexpected opportunities appeared. Freelance work, business connections, ease in expenses. Nothing magical. Just alignment with divine order. The Quran reminds us of the people of Lut. Their destruction began when immoral exposure became normal, when wrong was watched without shame. Moral erosion always precedes collapse. What enters your eyes enters your Rizq. Should the TV leave the bedroom? Yes or no? Object number 3, unclean or broken items. Cleanliness in Islam is not cosmetic. It is spiritual infrastructure. The Prophet taught that angels are attracted to purity and order, while filth and neglect repel them. When broken items, damaged furniture, or piles of unused objects remain in the bedroom, they silently symbolize stagnation, delay, and unresolved matters in life. A cracked chair, a broken lamp, clothes torn and never repaired. These are not neutral. They remind the soul every night of incompletion. Over time, this disorder reflects into one's Rizq. Opportunities feel delayed, efforts go unnoticed, and progress seems blocked without reason. In Nigeria, 2024, a young man applied for job after job, facing constant rejection despite strong qualifications. Frustrated, he took a step many ignore. He completely decluttered his bedroom, removed broken items, cleaned deeply, and reorganized his space. Within weeks, he received his first contract after months of silence. He later said the biggest change was not the job, but the mental clarity he gained. The Quran gives us a powerful example in Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. Even in prison, a place of humiliation, he maintained dignity, cleanliness, and discipline. Allah elevated him not only because of patience, but because purity was never abandoned. Disorder invites delay. When did you last clean your bedroom completely? Object number 4. Music-related objects. The moments before sleep are when the heart is most open. Whatever fills that silence writes itself onto the soul. When music dominates the bedroom at night, headphones, speakers, playlists, it slowly replaces dhikr. The tongue forgets Allah, and the heart hardens without realizing it. Many scholars explain that constant musical stimulation dulls spiritual sensitivity. The heart becomes dependent on external noise instead of remembrance. Over time, this weakens khushu, increases anxiety, and disconnects the believer from inner peace. What feels calming in the moment may be silently shaping unrest in the future. In the UK, 2023, a Muslim student suffered severe anxiety, racing thoughts, and lack of focus. Every night, music played until sleep. One change was made. Music was replaced with Surah Ar-Rahman, played softly before bed. Within days, anxiety decreased. Within weeks, sleep improved and clarity returned. The heart finally had space to breathe. Allah warns us that Shaytan beautifies distractions, making them appear harmless while slowly pulling the believer away from remembrance, as mentioned in Surah Al-Anfal. The danger is not loud rebellion, it is gentle neglect. What soothes you at night shapes your destiny. Do you sleep with sound, Quran or music? Object number 5. Images of living beings. This is one of the most ignored warnings in Islam, yet one of the most serious. The Prophet clearly taught that angels do not enter a room in which there are images of living beings. And where angels do not enter, protection, mercy, and barakah slowly disappear. Many people think images are harmless memories. But spiritually, they freeze moments, magnify attachment, and anchor the heart to the dunya. In the bedroom, a place of vulnerability and rest, these images quietly disturb peace. They invite comparison, regret, pride, or sadness, depending on what they represent. In Morocco, 2024, a married couple suffered constant tension. No major arguments, just coldness, irritation, and emotional distance. After seeking advice, they removed all framed portraits and photos from their bedroom. Within weeks, the atmosphere changed. Conversation softened. Sleep improved. Harmony returned, not because of therapy, but because angels were welcomed back. The Quran warns us through the story of the people of Nuh. Their destruction did not begin with idol worship. It began with images meant to remember righteous people. Over time, remembrance turned into attachment, and attachment into worship. Every deviation starts small. Angels leave before poverty enters. Do you have framed photos in your bedroom? Object number 6. Unpaid debt papers and bills. The bedroom should be a place where the heart finds rest with Allah. But when unpaid bills, debt papers, and financial reminders are placed beside the bed, sleep becomes a continuation of stress. The mind does not detach, and the soul never truly rests. In Islam, this constant worry is not neutral. It blocks Rizq. The Prophet ﷺ regularly sought refuge with Allah from debt and overwhelming burden, teaching us the financial stress weighs heavily on both faith and peace. Sleeping, surrounded by reminders of obligation, trains the heart to expect difficulty instead of trust. In Turkey, 2024, a small business owner struggled under growing debt. Every night, unpaid bills sat on his bedside table. Sleep was shallow, dua felt rushed. After learning this principle, he removed all financial documents from the bedroom and dedicated the space to rest and remembrance. Within weeks, clarity returned. A solution emerged, a restructuring offer he had overlooked. The problem didn't vanish overnight, but a path appeared. Allah does not command us to ignore responsibility, but He commands us to trust Him after effort. The bedroom is for tawakkul, not calculation. You cannot rest in debt and wake in abundance. Do debts follow you even into sleep? Object number 7. Unused clothes and shoe. Clutter is more than visual. It is spiritual stagnation. Unused clothes, shoes, and belongings block the flow of barakah and rizq. The things we hold on to out of attachment or fear silently weigh on the heart, preventing blessings from circulating. In Islam, wealth and sustenance are meant to move, not stagnate. The Quran teaches in Surah Saba 34-39 that charity does not decrease wealth. In fact, it increases it. Letting go of unused items is a form of sadaqah, a release that signals trust in Allah and openness to His provision. What sits idle for months or years can subtly anchor your fortunes, your energy, and your spiritual growth. In Canada, 2024, a professional woman had a wardrobe overflowing with clothes she never wore. After learning about the spiritual impact of hoarding, she donated her unused clothes. Within months, she unexpectedly received a job promotion and new opportunities arose. A direct result, she said, of making space for barakah. What you don't release will restrain you. Would you donate unused clothes this week? Object number 8. Phones beside the pillow. The last moments before sleep are spiritually powerful. Islam teaches that the heart, mind, and soul record the final thoughts of the day. When a phone rests beside the pillow, the subconscious absorbs notifications, social media, and distractions. These digital imprints often open doors to waswas, doubts, anxiety, and restless thoughts, without the sleeper realizing it. A teen in the UAE, 2024, struggled with poor focus and declining grades. Every night, his phone was by his pillow. Once he replaced it with a tasbih and recited dhikr before sleep, he noticed calm, clarity, and improved memory. Within weeks, his academic performance rose significantly. The simple act of prioritizing Allah over the screen transformed his nights and, by extension, his days. The Quran repeatedly emphasizes the importance of remembering Allah before sleep, allowing hearts to rest under divine protection and guidance. Your final thought becomes tomorrow's reality. Phone or dhikr before sleep. Object number 9. Negative words and arguments. The bedroom is not just a physical space. It is a spiritual atmosphere. Every word spoken leaves an imprint, shaping the environment. Arguments, harsh words, or negativity create a tension that lingers even after the voices fall silent. Angels record the state of the room, and when hostility dominates, barakah quietly retreats. Islam emphasizes maintaining peace and remembrance in private spaces. The story of Maryam, peace be upon her, shows that even in isolation, God's provision arrives when hearts are calm, focused, and trusting. The atmosphere matters as much as intention. In Algeria, 2024, a married couple noticed their financial and emotional life felt stuck. They realized constant tension in their bedroom was draining energy. By consciously stopping arguments and cultivating calm before sleep, they observed a remarkable shift. Sleep improved, communication softened, and unexpectedly, their rizq stabilized. Bedrooms, remember what mouths release. Do you argue where you sleep?